Yo, what is good guys? Back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky weird world people decided to call pro wrestling. As you can tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on a former Ring of Honor World Champion in Bandido. Before I share my thoughts and opinions on him, would love to know what your thoughts are on Bandido. Down in the comments below. While you are down there, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. And when it comes to Bandido, I will fully admit I'm not the biggest fan, supporter, mark, whatever terminology you would want to use towards Bandido. I'm not, kind of deal. Do I like his work? Yeah, I don't remember any promos that he's done in English or in Spanish, so I can't say whether or not he is good. He's probably I don't want to say halfway decent on the mic in English, but decent considering that English is not his first language kind of deal. But when it comes to him in the ring, it's one of those, I wouldn't mind seeing him, because he, as of this recording, is with AEW. I wouldn't mind seeing him every other week on whether it's Dynamite, even though I don't watch Rampage, there as well, kind of deal and whatnot. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but it's not like a must kind of deal and whatnot. I'm pretty sure that Bandido is exclusive, or my impression is that he is exclusive to AEW within the States, kind of deal, which kind of makes it, I don't want to say, how do I put this? I live in Southern Ontario in Canada. I don't know what his contract looks like, but assuming that he's exclusive with them in the US, I hope that means that maybe someday he'll be able to wrestle in Toronto or Ottawa, maybe Montreal, but hopefully Toronto or London, Ontario for Smash Wrestling. C4 out in Ottawa would be super cool. Both of them are not necessarily a short driving distance. Toronto, an hour and a half. Drive, London's probably 2.5, 3 hours. And then Ottawa is like 4 or 5 hours. Or 6, depending on how many bathroom breaks I need. And whatnot, but for myself personally, I wouldn't mind seeing him, even if it's on Rampage every other week, pre-taped, whatever, him have like a 10-minute match there, become Mr. AEW Rampage kind of deal. I think he had like 3 matches with AEW off the top of my head. One was with Chris Jericho, one was with Rush, and I think he had one with Bryan Danielson on Dynamite kind of deal. And they were several months apart. I think Jericho's was in September, Rush was like November, Danielson was like January, mid to late January kind of deal, if I'm remembering right. I could be wrong about that kind of deal and whatnot. But yeah, overall, I'm not the biggest fan, supporter, mark of his. I do like his work primarily, or more so with Ring of Honor, because that's where I'm most familiar with him. I know that he wrestled, I know there's a difference in between AAA and CMLL, but he is more so known, or that's how he got his name out there more, was with one of the 2 promotions down in Mexico. And ever since his, I believe, Ring of Honor debut against Mark Haskins back in January 2019, I'm like, man, I want to meet this guy. I technically could have had the opportunity to that year in 2019, potentially when Ring of Honor came to Toronto, but did not go to it and whatnot. But either way, when it comes to Bandido, I like him. I want to see more of him, whether it's on TV or in person or VOD kind of deal, or DVD Blu-ray. Like, I'm seriously considering buying a couple of PWG Blu-rays just to watch more Bandido matches kind of deal and whatnot. But either way, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly than any of that, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. Do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. Feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's